In our previous video, we have learned how we can fetch all the records from the table using the fetch all method. Now in this video, we are going to fetch only one record from the table. So here we will write Python program to fetch one record from the table. So here import MySQL connection will be there in order to connect with the database. So this is our connections where we have host as localhost, user as root, password is blank, and here we use the database stddb. Next we are going to execute some query. For that we have written my cursor, and this will be equal to connection.cursor. Next we are going to write the query. So here we are going to modify the select query. So we are going to only fetch one record from the student. So here we will give a condition. So here we write select star from student where name is equal to. So we know that we have XYZ as a name from one of the records. So we'll write XYZ. So we will select the student only when our student name is XYZ. So this will fetch only one records. So here we will execute the query using the execute function. Next we are going to fetch the result from the execution of the query. So for that we will use fetch one. Since we have only one records, so here instead of fetch all we will write fetch one, and we will store this record into in a variable called result. Since we only have one record inside the result, so we do not need for loop here. So we can delete this for loop. First index of the row is name. The second index, which is index 1 of the row, is age. And the second index row is gender. Now here we will write the print statement where we will print out the name, age and gender of the student whose name is XYZ. And finally we are going to close the connection with the help of close functions. So let's save this program. Now we can run this program. So here we have some error here. Okay, instead of row we have to write the result because we have stored the record in the result. So instead of row we will write result here. And since we are not using the for loop, so we do not need the row here. So we'll write the result instead of row. Now save it again and let's run this program again. So here we can see we get the name as XYZ, age as 16 and gender as male. So this is the one record that we have fetched using the fetch one method.